Hey, what's going on, comic book familia? We are back with our top 5 picks for advanced orders in November. These are coming out in January, and our favorite and the book we're looking most favorable to read next week. If you don't know the guy next to me, he is like Daredevil, the man without fear when it comes to his YouTube channel. Peter Triple G Comics. How's it going, Peter?
Not so bad, mate. Not so bad. Are you well?
I'm well, yeah. Actually, I was cold in the morning. It's getting a little bit chilly here. I
Bless
know
you.
nothing compared for you guys, but I was cold.
Bless you.
But it's nice now. So
It's raining and storms and wind, and it's awful over here. Very awful. That was a
yeah,
lovely introduction there, mate. Thank you very much. I've never been told I look like Daredevil before. I'm a bit like Daredevil, so I like that. Thank you.
yeah. So every time you're on my channel, I was last time I picked Wolverine.
Yeah,
This time I picked Daredevil. See what I pick next time. But I really just enjoy you coming on and us just talking.
yeah,
I mean, I could spend the time without even recording, just talking to you.
yeah.
It's fun. So that's why I enjoy doing these videos. But like I said, these are our top 5 advanced picks. And then one book we're looking forward to reading next week. So you
Yeah,
ready to go?
absolutely.
Okay, here we go. So these are for November, and most of these books are going to be coming out in January.
Yeah.
So, and you are up first.
Yeah, Bloodline, Daughter of Blade. So, I mean, Efren, we've talked about this repeatedly on both of our channels, that we read a lot of comics, but we don't necessarily read a lot of modern Marvel stuff.
Yes.
Now I'm a massive Blade fan. I have to admit, probably because of the Blade movies, the Wesley Snipe movies, love them. And then when I saw this, it took us by complete surprise because I didn't even realize Blade had a daughter. I
Yeah.
don't know where that's come from. That's kind of a new one on me. So it's piqued my curiosity, shall we say. So keen to pick this up just to find out what it's all about. The synopsis says it's in our blood. Brielle, I think that's how you pronounce it. Brielle Brooks is a good kid. No matter what her teachers say, it's not her fault. She's developing vampiric superpowers, and the undead want to brawl. And as for problems at school aren't enough, Bry's got a wild ride ahead of her. She's about to discover she's the daughter of the infamous vampire hunter, the Daywalker known as Blade. I mean, that sounds pretty exciting. I mean, I don't know if there was a lot of rumors and rumblings, spoilers for people, when Werewolf by Night came out, that someone mentioned that there was meant to be a relative of Blade's in that show.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, this got my interest because I love Blade, love vampires, and I've heard nothing about this individual, so keen to see what it's all about.
Great pick. And you know how the movie Blade has been pushed back.
Yeah.
They've had issues, and I wonder if this character, if she's going to be in the movie.
Yeah, perhaps, yeah. And I think how can I put it? Let's be honest. A lot of the older Marvel characters are from a time from the 60s, the 70s, and things like that.
Yeah.
So the newer generation do want to see a bit more diversity. So I think a female character Blade is a great step forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do introduce her in the Blade movie.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is her first appearance or not. Like I say, I don't know anything about her really. I'm interested to try and find out a little bit more about her.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good read, and I can't wait for this book to come out. So my first pick, these are reprints from original Avengers storylines. I forgot which issues they were. These are the Avengers 2, Wonder Man, and the Beast.
Yeah.
I used to love reading them when they used to hook up in the Avengers, just their camaraderie, their jokiness, just having a good time, just two best friends hanging out. This is my Beast.
Yeah.
He's smart and he's funny. He doesn't take himself too seriously, unlike the Beast now, which we're going to get to when we do a video on Peter's channel, our top X-Men. Yeah. So that's why I picked this one. I have these books. I forgot which issues they were, but I think I may pick it up just for the cover alone. I really like it. I think it's
I love the cover.
cover.
And when we were doing this, Efren, when I was looking through the advanced orders, I saw this and I thought Efren is 100% going to pick this book. I know you love the characters. Yeah. And I know you love that version of Beast, but I have to say, I love that version of Wonder Man, yep. Simon Williams. I really enjoyed it when he had his own series for a while, when he was like a struggling actor in Hollywood. Yes.
Yeah.
very excited for the Disney Plus show. I know that's coming out
Yeah.
soon, so that I'm hoping to stick to this kind of
Yep.
jovial dynamic, you know.
I don't like what they did to Wonder Man's character in
No,
recent
maybe.
Avengers. He's a pacifist for a while.
Is
I
he?
was like, yeah, I was like, come on, man. Just get, I'm not sure what happened after that. I was just, I was like, I lost interest on the
Yeah,
character because of that.
yeah.
So, but let's get to the next two, and you're up.
That's just a tremendous cover, isn't it? Red Goblin. I mean,
Yes.
it looks brilliant. Again, this is a bit of a cover by. I remember a couple of years ago now, I think it is. I remember picking up the Red Goblin kind of first appearances. Again, spoilers. This is basically Norman Osborn with the Carnage symbiote, I think,
Hmm.
on him. Now, I thought they'd kind of done away with that character. I thought they'd kind of got rid of the whole Red Goblin thing, but he's coming back as part of this. I think it's a limited event initially, and then now he's got his own series. So I like Norman Osborn. I love the Green Goblin. I know you've told us before that the character of Norman Osborn's changed quite a bit, and he's like a mentor to Peter Parker now, which I
Yes.
don't like the idea of. So I'm hoping this is kind of bringing him back into the whole baddie kind of environment. And I do like a Carnage. I like
Yeah.
Carnage stories. So I
Yep.
just love the cover. Thought I'd pick that one up.
I like these covers when there's not a lot of background to it. It's
Yeah,
just the character's face up front. And this would have been perfect if they would have brought out this book during Halloween. Just saying.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So my pick is Batman Legends of Gotham #1. It's a one shot. It has Katana on the cover, and I just like this cover. I think it was
yeah.
pretty cool. Like she's falling to Earth, and the moon as a backdrop on it, and some flowers surrounding her. It's a very unique looking cover. I thought it was,
Yeah.
I think I may get this one. It's a one shot too. So
I mean, it's a stunning cover, and the character of Katana, I don't know a great deal about in terms of comics. I think she was in. Who was that team that Batman assembled ages ago in the 80s? It
oh,
had Geoforce and people in it, I
yeah,
think.
I know which one you're talking about. I'm drawing a blank on it. I'll
Was it
probably
the
pop in my head.
was it the Outsiders or
The
something?
Outsiders. That was it. Yep.
Yeah. So I remember her from that, but then I also remember her from the old CW Arrow TV
Yes.
show. She was in that, and I think there's something about the sword claims the souls of everybody
Yes.
it kills or something.
Hmm.
But yeah, great character, and that's a stunning cover. I love that
Yep.
cover.
That's why I picked it.
Yeah.
And then you're next.
So this one just really intrigued us. So I haven't heard anything about this before. It's a limited series, 4 issues, I think it is, and it's by basically what it's about is a spy that's totally inept, I think. And the kind of the synopsis says the best spy is the spy who doesn't know they're a spy, which I think is a really interesting concept. Basically, it says, let's have a look. Who is the perfect spy? A spy who doesn't even realize they are a spy, aka the useful idiot. This particular useful idiot is named Jay, and Jay is sent on a mission without even realizing he's on a mission until he picks up the wrong phone with the wrong secret intel, and now Russian hit squads and elite assassins are after him. I mean, that just sounds bonkers. So it's my kind of comic, and I guess it sounds in some ways a little bit similar to an Aftershock book I read called Devil Chicken. Have you read that one, Efren?
Mm.
About a guy, I think it's Devil Chicken, about a guy who again gets caught up in this whole kind of criminal underworld. I'm kind of leaning towards those kind of stories these days rather than superheroes, I guess. So yeah, keen to pick that one up and just see what it's about. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't know about it. I think I might pick this one up too. So he
Yeah,
doesn't know that he's a spy.
yeah, yeah,
So anyway, so technically we could be spies and we don't know it, right?
yeah, yeah.
So this is my second DC pick, and I hardly ever pick DC books. This is Action Comics number 1051. It's by David Nakayama, and I just think it's a cool looking cover. It's a power girl in the front. Looks like she's about to punch somebody out. I like these covers, like I said, that don't have a lot of background, that just shows the main character up front. So that's why I picked this cover, and I think I may pick this book up actually.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a fan of Power Girl, and I got an omnibus of was it Justice League International? I think she was a member of.
Huh.
and that whole banter between her and Booster Gold and all those kind of characters, you know, I loved her back when she was doing that kind of stuff. Haven't read any of her recent stuff. I don't know where she's at these days, because I don't know if she's classed as Supergirl or what.
Do you just mentioned Justice League International, and I got that series when Batman was leading the team. Do you remember when he fought Green Lantern and he punched him?
One punch. One punch. Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. It was Guy Gardner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Guy Gardner. That was it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a classic scene. Yeah.
Yep. You're next.
Oh, I like this. So this is Breath of Shadows. The reason I'm kind of into this series of books is the artist on it, Alex Cormack, is an amazing artist who does some books called Sync, which I'm a big fan of. And I've got some of Alex's commissioned artwork, which you kind of got us into, Efren, buying commissioned covers and things like that.
You're welcome.
Alex, and I'll get this gentleman's name wrong. It's Rich Dweck. I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, but they've done a series of books. So they did a one called Road of Bones, which was really good. These are all horror type stories, which is amazing. And then they did another one, which is called Sea of Sorrows, which is about people diving for gold, and then a kind of a hideous mermaid creature gets them and stuff. And this is the third kind of series they've done together called Breath of Shadows. Don't know much about it, but because it's that particular pair, and it's a kind of a continuation from the other two series, I'll be picking this up just to see what it's like. It's bound to be scary. It's bound to be horror, which is right up my street.
I wonder what decade this takes place in. For some reason, I got like a late 60s vibe because of the background of the color, you know.
Well, certainly the other two series they've done, the Sea of Shadows and the Road of Bones, and one was set, I think, after World War II, and one was set World War One. So it wouldn't surprise us if it's a kind of a historical book.
Yeah. Great pick. So my pick is Little Monsters by Jeff Lemire. I think he's one of your favorite writers, correct?
Yeah, I like him. Yeah.
So I picked it. These are vampires, you know, that were bitten when they were kids. And obviously, you know, the lore about vampires, when you get bit, you don't age.
Yeah.
So they're just trying to survive in the world. It says here, as the vampires continue to discover startling secrets about the elders' actions in the past, the deadly fallout continues in their present. Will the vampires burn everything to the ground now that they know the truth? And this is issue number, what is it? I don't know.
9, isn't it?
Oh, number 9. God, it's already in issue number 9. So I thought this was just going to be a limited series. So I'm not sure how many issues it's going to be, but it's by Image Comics and it's a good read. I really enjoy it. When it comes to vampires, you know, that type of stuff, I'm always into that type of books.
So I've read the first, I think, 4 or 5 issues of this and loved it. Thought it was really good. Yeah. I think this is ideally set for a Netflix series or something like that. Okay. It's a great story.
I think every book's a Netflix series or TV.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
All right. And your last pick.
I mean, I shouldn't need to say anything different. It's Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my childhood right there. You know, that and Duck Dodgers. I didn't even know they were doing comics of Darkwing Duck. So this is purely for me a cover by. Just love that image. And it's just a bit of childhood memories for us. So I'll be picking that up just to have a bit of a flick through and a bit of a read. And I just think the cover's great. So yeah.
Yep. And it's by artist David Nakayama. I mean, my favorite artist, you know.
Yeah.
So my last pick is Creepshow. I haven't read any of these books. It just, this issue is ending pretty soon. It's book 5 of 5. It says The Creep scares up 2 all-new standalone stories in the star-studded anthology based on the hit Shudder TV series. I haven't even read issue 1. I'm going to read it soon, but I just like these old school looking covers.
Yeah. Looks tremendous, doesn't it? And I like the creep style. Well, I mean, again, we've spoken before, and you know, I love a kind of a horror anthology kind of story. So that's right up my street.
Yeah. If you've seen our videos when we did for Halloween, that I'm not a big fan of scary movies or TV shows, but when it comes to comic books, I'm all into it. You know, I don't know why there is a difference, obviously, in my mind about them, but I love reading them.
Yeah.
And so our last 2 picks are books we're looking forward to be reading next week. We pick one each. And Europe.
Yeah, this just grabbed us straight away. So again, it's by Cullen Bunn, who's a great writer. I really like his work. I saw the cover, that one with the glasses and the eyes
Yeah.
bleeding, and just it grabbed us straight away. So I had a read of the synopsis and I thought, yeah, bang up my street. So this is a horror prestige format one shot. Again, so I always like that, a complete story. After a tragic loss, George hopes to rebuild his life. He moves to a new house, he gets a new job, and starts dating the girl of his dreams. Sometimes, though, guilt can be as malevolent as evil spirit. Sometimes ghosts for you. Sometimes something is rotting in the walls of George's new house. Something hungry. I just think it sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting. So, yeah, keen to see what that one's all about.
I wonder how many pages this is going to be because it's a one shot.
48
pages. Wow, that's a
yeah.
lot of pages. Yeah. So I think great. When you picked this one, I go, God, I looked it up and then I looked the accompanying, the other book cover with the hand going through the wall. I got to put this in here also. So, and I like the way the blood's dripping right into the house. If you just notice, it looks like it's coloring it red.
Yeah.
The house.
And I'm sure, I'm trying to think from memory, Cullen Bunn does, did he do Harrow County? Which is another good read. So he's a very good writer and he's good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah, these indie books, God, I admit it. I like them more than Marvel books now.
Oh, yeah.
I look out for them,
This is by Aftershock and they're doing some superb, particularly this kind of book. They're doing some superb books at the moment.
Okay, and my last pick is 8 Billion Genies, issue number 6 of 8. It's here. It says, we're now exploring the first 8 years after G-Day, the moment when everyone on Earth got a genie and one wish. Humanity has found new ways to live, and not all living, though. And it's a good storyline. I mean, it almost, God, it seems so real. Like, what would happen if everybody got one wish in the world?
So I've heard loads of people talking about this series, but I've never read any of it. It's probably a one I'm going to pick up when it's concluded and I can pick up the graphic novel. But it sounds tremendous. It really does sound very good.
It's by Charles Soule, and I think I've mentioned this before. Every book they say population 8 billion. The next book says population 6 billion. So,
right.
And then it starts going that the human population starts dropping because everything's happening. It's not all good. So,
but you've got to be careful what you wish for, haven't you?
Yep, that's it. Yeah. So these were our top picks. Let me get the right background here. And yep, I got it. So we do this once a month, and we do our 5 top picks, and then we do one book we're looking to read next week.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing this again next month. But until then, Peter, you want to talk about your channel? What's coming up?
Yeah, sure, Efren. So I do a live show every Monday night at 8 p.m. UK time, and each week's a different kind of show. I either do a toy show or a TV show or an unboxing, whatever it may be. And I tend to do about 2 to 3 YouTube videos a week as well. Again, either a 1/6 scale action figure or a toy or comic unboxing. So lots of stuff. And Efren obviously joins me on a lot of my shows as well because we always enjoy talking.
Yep, I like his live shows on Monday just because there's about 3 or 4 of us that come on, and I think I like it more just when we start laughing.
Yeah,
the jokes are flying, and we're having a good time. That's on every Monday, and I'm going to put the link, like I said, to Peter's channel on the description below and to his Instagram page too. So check both out, please. Yep. Until next time, everybody, be safe and take care.
Bye now.
Bye.